Okay, so April 2024 is gearing up to be a very important month in terms of airdrops in the crypto space. And we have this massive influx of tokens that are expected, $1.7 billion worth, that are set to be released. We've got some pretty heavy hitters in the lineup here. Those include Aptos, Starknet, Axie Infinity, Arbitrum, and Ronin tokens. And if you've been following us here at Altcoin Buzz for any length of time, you know that we've been paying attention to these projects. We've had these dates at the top of mind, and there's good reason for that, right? Crypto airdrops represent free money, or as close as you can get to free money in this space. And it gives you a chance to reward yourself with relatively little effort, with very little effort, in fact, at least compared to the amount of effort that you have to put in to then later enjoy the rewards. So let's take a look at that list of token releases for the month of April. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. Best of luck if you choose to invest. I hope you do well if you involve yourself with airdrops. If you do want to get your feet wet, I'd also advise you to use best practices. So use a burner wallet or at least a burner address when you go about these things. And also remember that I'm not a financial or investment advisor, which means by extension that this video is not official financial or investment advice. The first of three projects that we're looking at today is Aptos, which leads the pack for this month. This is a layer one platform, of course, and it's going to release a whopping 24.84 million tokens in April. This is a huge number because these tokens are valued at approximately nearly $419 million. We've got some big things happening in the world right now of layer one networks, and Aptos is very much taking the lead, especially with this token release. So this is happening on April 12th. Now let's break down the allocation. So the Aptos Foundation, they're going to receive 1.33 million APT tokens. That's worth a cool $22 million. Core contributors are in for 11.88 million APT tokens, totaling $198.91 million. Then we have investors, which are next in line. They get 8.42 million APT tokens. That's valued at $141.1 million. And last, but certainly not least, the community will receive 3.21 million APT, coming in at about $53.77 million. Previous APT unlocks did at least have traditionally caused a slight dip in the price of APT. But here analysts are suggesting that the alt season may not have peaked just yet. In fact, I think it's almost certain that the altcoin season has not peaked. You can never guarantee that kind of thing, but that certainly is the popular opinion. That being said, this leaves room for APT to potentially appreciate even further before any major sell-offs occur. Also, be sure to keep in mind what we discussed last time. Aptos has been on a roll. We're looking at the last 3 months here, and they've had a lot in terms of development projects, including some exciting ventures across Africa to push forward Web3 development. So overall, the momentum has been good. They're coming down a little bit off of recent enthusiasm, but I am certainly curious to see how this unlock shakes things up for Aptos and, of course, for the price of APT. This Altcoin Buzz video is brought to you by Tectum. And if there's one downside to big public blockchains like Bitcoin, it's that everything is public. If someone can figure out your wallet address, for example, then they can see every transaction that you've ever had in that wallet. But when it comes to bringing privacy to Bitcoin transactions, Tectum offers a solution: Softnotes. A softnote works like paper money in set denominations that you choose. And just like paper money, you can choose to transact with your Bitcoin anonymously if you want. One of the last steps toward major adoption of Bitcoin for payments is at least some level of privacy and anonymity. And Tectum and its Softnotes now provide it to you. With Softnotes, you can transact with Bitcoin faster and more anonymously. Try Tectum Softnotes today by clicking the link in the description below. Coming in at number 2 and our next major unlock for April is Starknet. On April 15th, they're unleashing 64 million STRK tokens, which, by the way, is nearly 8.8% of their total circulating tokens and is valued at $124 million. Okay, so who's cashing out on this particular release? Here's the breakdown. Early contributors are in for 33.57 million STRK tokens. That's worth a sweet $68.47 million. Investors, they're getting 30.43 million STRK tokens. That's worth $62.09 million. Now, Starknet initially planned to unlock 1.34 billion tokens, but the team actually changed their plans following a massive reaction from the community. Starkware, which is the team behind Starknet, they plan to commence a gradual unlock afterward. The team is going to release 64 million tokens monthly all the way until March 15th of next year, March 15th, 2025. And then afterwards, they're going to release 127 million tokens monthly for the next 24 months. That brings us to March 15th, 2027. Starknet recently dropped some pretty big news about a network upgrade set to boost protocol performance, and the token market liked what it heard. STRK at that time saw a solid 13.3% uptick from about $2.03 to $2.30 between the 23rd and the 27th of March. Starknet is planning to implement this upgrade in Q2 of 2024, so keep an eye on this unlock. Okay, and last but not least, at number 3 here on our list, we're looking at Arbitrum, which has been on a pretty crazy unlocking spree lately. Last month, for example, the team unlocked over 1 billion ARB tokens. That was worth $2 billion. Now they're planning to unlock $138.87 million worth of tokens on the 16th of April. And this will account for 3.75% of their circulating supply. The allocation is for the project's team and investors. The team and advisors are going to receive tokens valued at $88.12 million. Investors will receive tokens valued at $57.34 million. And look, the fact of the matter is that over the last few days, the price of ARB has decreased. Investors also are expecting a further fall before the unlock in April. So just keep that price momentum and the trend of these last few weeks in mind if you choose to action this information. We also have some honorable mentions here, some major unlocks lined up for April. The brief list here includes Cyber, that's unlocking tokens worth $12 million on the 14th of April. AXS, unlocking $110 million worth of tokens on the 17th of April. Manta, unlocking $42.6 million worth of tokens on the 18th of April. And Optimism, OP, they're unlocking tokens worth $83.6 million on April 29th.
And so if this market pulls back hard under this level and then consolidates and comes back, we're likely to sell and stall.